Hey, what's up guys, BioLizard1 here, and today I'm gonna bring you an underused match against Gary Oakdale. This guy has a YouTube channel of his own. The link to his channel will be in the video description below. He actually has some nice narration, so I can also suggest you to check him out. As you see, this is a UU match. We're all using some average UU Pokemon. He's also using a Black and White 2 cartridge, so this is gonna be fun. He starts off with Weezing. I'm gonna start off with my Gligar. Obviously, I don't want to stay in against Weezing because Weezing has access to the Will-O-Wisp, and I don't want my Gligar to be hit by it. I'm just gonna switch out into my Roserade, knowing that Roserade has Natural Cure, so I'm not really bothered by any status condition that is put on me. Now he's probably gonna stay in and try to flamethrower me, or just trying to sludge bomb me, as you see right here. But that is actually not going to do that much of damage. Sludge bomb being neutral effective, and flamethrower being super effective. But it's not gonna do that much to me, since this is my special wall with a calm nature, fully invested in special D, so it's not gonna do that much. He's gonna realize that, and he's gonna switch out into his Azelf, and I didn't really know what to predict of this Azelf, so I checked it out on Smogon, and most of them carry Nasty Plot, Size Shock, Ice Beam, and Fire Blast. So I was thinking he was going to go for a Fire Blast, so I switched out into my Snorlax, but he actually uses Psy Shock, and the difference between Psychic and Psy Shock is that Shock hits my Pokemon on the physical side instead of going on the specially defensive side. So that's the reason why I took that much damage. Anyway, he's gonna switch out into Blastoise now, thinking that he can't do a thing against me. And I'm just gonna predict his switch out, and I'm gonna Whirlwind him into Swampert, which is fine by me, so anything else on his team is going to get some Stealth Rock damage. And we're both gonna get some lefties right now. He's gonna set up his Stealth Rocks. I didn't felt like switching out because I'm not sure how Swampert acts in the UU environment, and I was kind of thinking that he might carry Ice Beam, so that kind of held me from not switching into my Gligar. So I just wanted to stay in here, try and see what he would go for. He's actually going to go for a Roar. I was going for a Whirlwind, but because his base speed is higher than mine, is just going to do more. He's just going to go first. I'm just gonna get Intimidate off, so if this means if he has Waterfall, Earth, or Earthquake, it's not gonna do that much of damage to me, so I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna go for a Rapid Spin, spinning away his rocks, so his Roar will be useless. He's gonna go for it again, and like I said, I'm not really bothered by Roar at all anymore, because he doesn't have Stealth Rocks up anymore. And I have a feeling that he's not going to want to stay in against my Slowbro who has Toxic, so that's just great for me. He's gonna switch out into Blastoise, and that is perfect because I'm gonna be able to get off a Toxic on Blastoise, and this is basically the only way I'm able to hit this Blastoise, since you've seen all other things in the sidebar on the left that are on my team, so nothing is really capable of taking down this Blastoise. Anyway, I'm just gonna switch out into my Cofagrigus, preventing him from rapid spinning my spikes away. He's going to predict that, and he's going to switch out, and he's going to go for a Toxic instead of rapid spin. On this point of the match, I didn't see his rapid spin yet, but I assume that if you carry Blastoise on your team, he is there for rapid spinning away all those pesky entry hazards. So he's gonna switch out into Umbreon now. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball straight off the bat. I could have gone for Toxic there. I mean Will-O-Wisp, since it won't be able to hit me due to the fact that I'm already poisoned, and Synchronize won't be able to get through that. But I just wanted to go for the Shadow Ball, trying to get as much damage on Blastoise so I can safely put up my entry hazards and win this game more easily. I'm just gonna switch out into my Gliscor, maybe predicting him to go for a Payback or maybe Toxic due to immunity. It's not going to do a thing against my Gligar, and I think I said Gliscor before, so sorry about that. I'm just now gonna switch out into my Roserade after seeing that all of my moves are rendered useless due to taunt. And he's gonna switch out into his Tangrowth. And after Spikes, Tangrowth is at a range where a Sludge Bomb is going to be able to take him out. So that is perfectly fine for me. And Tangrowth is actually going to die at this point of the match, which is just fabulous, because Tangrowth with Regenerator can be a huge threat to my team, and I'm glad I'm already rid of it. He's gonna switch back into Azelf. Unfortunately, Azelf has levitate ability, which means that he won't be hurt by my spikes. He's just gonna go for Flamethrower. It doesn't carry Fire Blast, but like I assumed, Fire Blast or Flamethrower, it's one of those moves they carry. And I'm just gonna switch out into my Slowbro. It's not going to do that much of damage, but now I'm pretty sure he's not going to go for a Size Shock. So I'm just gonna switch into my Snorlax to check out which other moves he still has up his sleeve, and how he reveals to me that he has Shadow Ball. So that is just perfect for me. I'm just gonna not take any damage from that, and I'm just gonna get some leftovers in return, so that's perfect. He's gonna switch out into his Blastoise. I'm going to predict that, and I'm just going to go for a Body Slam to get some good damage on him anyway. Now I'm pretty sure that after seeing the leftovers recovery that Blastoise is going to outspeed me next turn, and he won't be at an amount of hit points where he can't come in again. So Rapid Spin is the obvious move. So I'm just gonna go into my Cofagrigus, predicting him to go for that Rapid Spin, but he's actually going for another Toxic, so that was kinda strange, caught me off guard, but luckily for me, so I'm not taking any damage this turn. He could have gone for Scald, but he doesn't do that. So he's gonna get hit by some Toxic damage, and he's actually going to switch out, so that means that at this point this Blastoise is going to serve as a Death Fodder. And now I'm going to predict him to switch out into his Umbreon, so I'm just gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp, knowing that his Synchronize ability won't have any effect to me because of the fact that I'm already poisoned. So that is actually a very nice prediction on my part. Now I think he's gonna go either for the taunt or for the payback. So I'm just gonna take this opportunity to switch out into a Pokemon that is going to take both of those moves. And that Pokemon is actually going to be my Roserade, since I also want to set up another layer of Toxic Spike, of regular spikes, that is. He's gonna get off a Wish. Not really sure on which Pokemon he's going to pass that Wish to. It's probably going to be Azelf, because Azelf already took some damage from earlier moves. And yeah, Azelf is actually the Pokemon that is hindering me from destroying his team. So I'm just gonna go for a Giga Drain, knowing that in what Pokemon he goes to, that Pokemon will regain his health, but I have to make sure that my Pokemon are at as huge health as possible. So that's why I went for that Giga Drain. I'm gonna switch out now, predicting him to go for a special type move. So I'm gonna switch into Snorlax. He's gonna predict that and go for a Side Shock. I'm not gonna say he really predicted that, because Side Shock would have been the better move on Roserade as well. But if Mightydover predicted me and went for a Shadow Ball, thinking I would switch into my Slowbro or such. He's gonna go for another Side Shock. I'm gonna be satisfied with that, and I'm just gonna go for a Whirlwind, I guess. No, I'm gonna go for a Body Slam, because I really want this thing paralyzed. If this guy is paralyzed and his speed is going to be cut into 4 pieces, then I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to take anything he throws at me. So I'm gonna switch out into my Cofagrigus right now. He's gonna go for a Side Shock, but I know that Cofagrigus can kind of serve as a Death Fodder, because the only Pokemon he had for rapid spinning away all of my entry hazards is already dead. So I don't really need Cofagrigus now in the game. I'm gonna leave him in right now, and yeah, he's gonna serve as Death Fodder, as I said before, and that's just what's gonna happen. He's gonna Shadow Ball me, but I'm fine with that, because that means that it's gonna cost him some Life Orb damage, and he is at a health where Life Orb is going to be able to finish him off, where Stealth Rocks are going to be able to finish him off. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm just gonna be able to switch in my Gligar and be able to set up those Stealth Rocks after all. I'm just gonna switch out into my Stillnock now, my Snorlax, after scaring him out with Hitmontop. I know that the Will-O-Wisp is coming, but I thought I would be able to take any other move that comes into my direction. Unfortunately, he's gonna go for that Will-O-Wisp, and I'm gonna get more damage than actually a Sludge Bomb would do. And here I'm hoping that I'll be able to survive it and get over rest, but that's not gonna happen. He's gonna take me out, and yeah, that is a dead Snorlax. So he's leading it now, actually, but I don't mind, because I know with entry hazards I have the upper hand. He's gonna switch out into his Umbreon right now. I'm just gonna go for a Scald straight off the bat, knowing that I have to do some damage on this Umbreon, and knowing that burn damage and additional damage coming from attacks are going to be able to take him down eventually. So he's gonna go for a Wish, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna pass it on someone again. I'm just gonna go for a Scald and hope that after burn it's gonna be able to take down that Umbreon. And that's what's gonna happen. Umbreon is going to die, so that is great for me. Finally, that pesky little Umbreon is dead, but he's gonna be able to switch out into his Azelf, and that basically means that Azelf is going to be able to get his wish off if I'm not able to finish him off this turn. He's gonna get a crit with Shadow Ball. Not sure if that would have mattered, but yeah, it was actually very bad for me that my Slowbro died, because now he's gonna be at full health and I have lost my Slowbro. So that's not very nice. I'm just gonna switch into my Hitmontop, because I know that Hitmontop can scare him off with the Sucker Punch. And he's actually going to predict that and switch out into his Blastoise, which is going to die due to the entry hazards. So that's great. Blastoise is gone, like I predicted. I didn't need Cofagrigus anymore. I just went for the safe Sucker Punch, you never know. And now he has access to his Weezing core together with Azelf. And this is actually, with Swampert, a very nice core that I still need to try to dismantle. But I'm just gonna switch into my Roserade. He's gonna predict that, switch out into his Azelf. I'm going to switch out into my Gligar, predicting him to go for the Psyshock, and that's what he's gonna do. And I thought I would take it better, but it's actually a critical hit, and I was thinking, whoa, this critical hit may have the potential to ruin my team. So I wasn't really happy with it. So now I had this choice: should I go for Stealth Rocks or should I go for Toxic? But actually the better choice was to go for Toxic, because Toxic together with Life Orb will take down Azelf much more easily than Stealth Rocks would ever benefit me from hitting Weezing and Swampert. And the main thing I need to have in check now is that my Roserade is still alive, because Roserade can both take out Swampert and both take out Weezing. So I really need that guy around. I'm just gonna intimidate him now. Because yeah, I just want to get off a Sucker Punch. There has to be one turn where he not over predicts and just wants to go and finish me off. And this was this turn, so it actually paid off. Now he only has Swampert and Weezing. Knowing that Swampert, I'm just gonna switch out into my Roserade, knowing that Roserade will be able to Giga Drain all the life out of him. And now he actually reveals Counter to me, so luckily I didn't go for a close combat, or my Hitmonchan would have died, Hitmontop would have died. So I'm just gonna go for a Giga Drain now. Here is a point where he should have switched out into Weezing, in my opinion, predicting me to go for the Giga Drain. But he doesn't do that, he's just gonna stay in. That's Swampert, and the only guy he's left with right now is Weezing. What's gonna happen now is kind of a small stall wars, where Weezing is gonna try and stall me out using Will-O-Wisp and Sludge Bomb. But first Will-O-Wisp, I'm gonna dodge, so luckily I'm not gonna take any damage from it. I'm just gonna proceed to keep going for a Sludge Bomb. I know it's not gonna do that much of damage, but I know that his special defense is less great than his regular defense. So I'm just gonna keep going for it, and eventually there has to be a turn where he gives up, where he dies. So I hope he doesn't have Pain Split, but most of the days all Weezings have Pain Split. So this can just be one hell of a mission to take out this Weezing. So I'm just gonna proceed going for Sludge Bomb. Like you see, he's gonna proceed going for the attacking move until at a point where he thinks that Pain Split is going to be the better move, and then he's gonna go for it. His hit points are just gonna be a little bit higher than mine right now. And I'm just gonna keep spamming the Sludge Bomb, knowing that I have to get him at a point where his hit points are so low that I'm going to be able to take him out with a close combat coming from my Hitmontop. So this is basically what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna hope for it that I'm gonna get him as low as possible. He's gonna go for another Sludge Bomb. If I'm gonna survive this, then I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to take that means I'm going to be able to use another Sludge Bomb, getting him at a red amount of hit points. So that would be great. I'm just gonna go for it right now, and he's going to be left with like 1 hit point, not really sure, but he's now with a range where I can revenge kill him with Hitmontop, even though the close combat, which is stab on me but not super effective on him, is not going to do that much of damage, is going to do enough right now. So I'm just gonna go for the close combat, and that's going to be a good game, as you will see right now. So that was a really good game. I really enjoyed. Thanks for playing me, GaryOakdale. I have a feeling I'm gonna play you more, because yeah, we added on Skype, and yeah, I've subscribed to him. Be sure you subscribe to him as well. Now let's go to the MVP of this match. The MVP of this game, in my opinion, was Roserade. It did so much work, set up spikes who were so important for this match. So what was your most valuable Pokemon of my team in this match? Leave your answer as a reply in the comment section below, and you might win that Pokemon. So I'm gonna PM you if you have won it. I think you already know the drill by now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Vote for your Pokemon of the day, and see you guys later.